Hello, everybody, and welcome to episode 3 of Queen Boss Corner, the podcast.
Yes.
I am sitting here with my bestie, my sister, my love, my everything.
Hey everybody.
Vannita, I heart you. We can know.
I love you.
Okay, so welcome back. Thank you for tuning in, and thank you for watching our other shows. If you tuned into those, we definitely appreciate the views. We appreciate the love. So thank you for that. And we're going to get started. Okay, so this is a disclaimer, and I'm going to be real kind of clear about it. Okay, so we curse.
Yes, we do.
We had sex before marriage.
We definitely did that.
Yeah, I did that. We're not going to go there. And Jesus still loves us.
He still loves us. We're not perfect.
We're not perfect. God still loves us. We are still here. But what I will say is that even though, you know, we've done these things, we are still a work in progress.
Of course.
Right. So let's be clear about that.
Human if we weren't.
Exactly. So I just want to say that, yes, I say a disclaimer, but it also means that we are still a work in progress. We are still working on ourselves. And that's that.
Right.
So moving right along, I just kind of want to talk about not letting your past define who you are.
Yeah.
And define who you are, who your future, you know, what's going on in your life.
It can sometimes. But that's something good to talk about. I feel like just in general with just how women are evolving now. I don't know if it's in the right direction. You know what I'm saying? So definitely feel like certain things from your past does define your future. You don't want it to do that.
Of course not.
But it's something that intentionally just happens, you know?
Right.
Something with just things becoming a nature and just being a habit. You kind of are tough and, you know, you have very masculine ways about yourself. So it's just, it's something that I feel like it's important for me personally, growing, getting older in age. We're not gonna talk about the age.
Girl, please. You don't look like
we just growing as a businesswoman, growing as a, you know, just an educator when it comes to just my knowledge, when it comes to God, and just, you know, just human society, just being more just knowledgeable. My past has brought me here to Georgia, you know?
I was about to say.
So it can define your future in a good way.
In a good way. You can
or
take
it can define your future in a
flip it.
In a, you know, negative standpoint. So for me, it brought me out of a lot of dark places. I'm pretty sure it has brought a lot of other men out of a lot of dark places. But that's with growth, and that's what self-evaluation. We're gonna go also back to self-love, and with self-love, you self-evaluate. So I would say for me, it's one of those, I don't know, I'm very hard on myself. So my past defining my future. I love the ride I'm going on with it. You know what I'm saying? It's making me a stronger individual. Certain aspects we're gonna go about today because, you know, we're very transparent on this show today before coming here. My attitude, that comes from my past, and sometimes it defines how I move forward in my life today. And it is a journey.
It is.
It comes with discipline. It comes with wanting the discipline and the patience, and not overreacting on things and letting things from your past, you know what I'm saying, you know, flare up in your future, where it's something that is so small and you make it so big because you let your feelings get the best of you, and your feelings,
that's never a good thing.
Your feelings could be a motherfucker, excuse my language, we're trying not to curse anymore, but yeah.
Right. So for me personally, I think that, you know, when it comes to the past, it could be what people have spoken over you, have said to you. In my life,
words.
What? In my life, I've definitely had people, you know, anytime I've had any business ideas or, you know, me being the entrepreneur that I am, and me just kind of just trusting God and walking out on faith and being like, hey, this is the idea he planted in me. Right. This is what I'm going to do. I'm going to execute it. I'm going to put God first and keep it moving and just pray my way along. To some people, it was like, what are you doing? Oh my God, that's not safe, and da 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 da. But it's just like, you know, and it kind of goes along with scared money don't make no money. You know what I mean? At the end of the day, so it's just like, you know, what are you giving back to God? Like, he gave you a gift, he gave you ideas, he gave you things to do. Like, are you sitting here scared with those ideas, or are you looking at it like, you know what, God, let me trust you, let me walk out in faith and keep it moving, and not listen to what the naysayers are saying? And I think for me in my life, that has been hella important. God has always said, focus on me, don't worry about what anybody else is saying, because words do affect you. Right. And you know, when we were younger, it's like sticks and stones may break my, you know, break your bones. Words affect the shit out of you. Excuse me.
The words are the hardest part.
That part. So yeah, we understand. You know, so when somebody speaks over your life and all that other stuff, if it doesn't align with what God told you, then don't listen. And also too, I think it was really big is just forgiving ourselves.
And even if you're learning to get closer to God yourself, if it don't sit right with you, you don't have to do it for society. You don't have to do it for nobody but yourself. Not your mom, not your dad, not your sister, not your brother, not your spouse. It gotta sit right in your heart,
in your spirit. Right.
You know? And if it doesn't, then
that's it. But also too, it's like forgiveness. I want to bring that up because that is hella important. And I will say it to everybody. I have gotten probably 100% of the blessings in my life because I forgave. Okay, let's be clear. Forgiveness is for you, not for the other person. The other person does not give a damn. Me, I was very famous for carrying around a bag of rocks, I'll call it. Like Joyce Meyer would say, you know, just walking around and throwing another rock in my bag, over my bag. So over my relationship with God, I've learned forgiveness is major. You can't control what somebody else does, and you can only control how you act. So forgiveness is a major, major key in your relationship with God and evolving in your relationship with God and really growing and getting the blessings that you deserve and not blocking your own blessings.
How do you feel like you get to that point of forgiveness?
First of all, God had to like check me real quick and be like, I forgave you, right? So I forgave you, so who are you to not forgive somebody else? So that's pretty much where I started. I started there. And then also too, just having compassion for others. Hurt people.
Yes.
So just kind of knowing that and knowing, you know, certain behaviors, things that they might have been through, now they're lashing out on you. Now, you know, they're taking things out on you. So probably compassion really helped me out with the forgiveness too.
Okay.
But of course, starting where God's like, I forgave you, so who do you think you are, kind of thing. And I was like, I'm just a little me. So
I think for me, it was more so like, I was kind of like the self-hurt. Like, keep hurting yourself over and over and over again. So it's just like, how do I get myself out of this situation? Okay, well, if you forgive them,
you can move past
it.
Then
you can move past it. And that feeling that you feel inside,
that burning hot feeling, that feeling
that starts to fade away, it starts to melt away over time. So when you start to forgive, you know, whatever trauma it is in your life, as you get older, the forgiveness of others is kind of easy now. So like, when people do things that kind of get under your skin, it's like, I forgive them, you know?
Finally forgive them for they know not what they do.
Yes.
Kind of thing.
What I will say, because people feel like, oh, you say things and you make it seem so easy. No, nothing about this is easy. We say these things to be a motivation for people that are feeling down, who are feeling depressed, women who are going through PTSD or postpartum don't even know. This is why we're saying these things, because we've been there before.
Yeah.
So it's not saying that we have this beautiful life and we don't go through problems. No, we're still going through these things today to learn how to forgive people.
Yeah.
But going through those steps, we know that it makes you feel a little bit better because we are going through those stages right now. So we want to be as transparent as we can be and make people understand that we are just like you. Human. We get up one day, we feel good about ourselves, and then we don't feel good about ourselves, you know?
Right.
We don't see ourselves as how God views us. We see ourselves how society views us, and that's not how you're supposed to live. You're supposed to see yourself in the lens of God. And it's hard. I am, right now in my life, me and my spouse, we go to church together. My friend, she's a big believer in God. I'm not saying go to church. What I will say is, if you take the time to read novels, watch movies, read the latest gossip, you can take time to listen to the believer, the one, the higher power above us. When you do that, it makes life a little bit easier. It makes things a little bit more sense, you know. So now you have a clear view on certain things in life. When you see these things that we are, you know, given to us, it's not saying it's not real, but they are making it feel as if sin is okay. Nothing is simple. You just go ahead, you can just act out, and there's no repercussions. At the end of the day,
every action has a consequence.
It has a consequence. So if you see yourself in the eyes of God, there's certain things you would not do because it wouldn't make sense to you. Like she said, she just has compassion for other people, have a kind heart. So she see herself in the lens of how God see her. You know what I'm saying? How you view her. That's important. That's very important. I don't think people understand. I feel like because they very religious, not believe, just be a believer.
I didn't fart, y'all. That's the couch.
So for me, like I said, that's how I see. That's how I would say it. My, you know, way of saying how I would view myself in the lens of God. Just being more just cautious.
Being a light in a dark place for others.
Yeah, that's true.
It's just major.
Like I said, and she's a prime example of that for me. So when you surround yourself around those type of people, you're able to see, you know what I'm saying, a clear vision. Not saying my friend is perfect, but at the end of the day,
I be tearing up, y'all.
and I'm about to tell you, because it's real. The people you surround yourself by, that's how clear your vision gonna be. That as clear as it's gonna be. But if you put yourself around people as your goals and your dreams, your spirit, your mind, your body, it move different. It's not saying you perfect. I make mistakes. She make mistakes. That's why we said we have a disclaimer. We had sex before marriage.
Yeah.
We curse. We're not perfect,
Right.
but we growing. We growing, and that's what we want, for women to grow. And I'm saying that because I'm a woman. The way women view themselves and men see women today, that's not how God sees us.
Right.
That's not how God sees us. I was just talking to my young friend just before a couple years.
Do we have tissue?
She went through something and she felt like, you know what? Fuck niggas. I said, no, baby, don't say that. Because guess what? You enable that feeling. You enable that action. That man wouldn't have did that if you did not allow that.
Right.
So you got to blame you first.
You have to.
You start with you.
Yes. You have to.
You have to take accountability. You have to.
And let's be clear. Thank you. When you don't fully love yourself, you do allow certain things to happen. You do make certain decisions that you really shouldn't make. And I myself was at a point.
There.
Yes.
And that's why I was able to tell her that, like, no, you don't do that. You gotta save me, because I had been there where you feel like you had an epiphany and it's like, wait a minute, why I keep being mad at these men? What am I doing to enable this in myself? I keep enabling these things. I keep lusting over these men. I'm putting myself in this situation every time.
And you are what you attract.
Exactly. You feel me?
So I mean, and I will say this: when I started loving myself, having standards, conditions, and requirements, and all of these things, you know, you do attract a certain kind of energy, a certain kind of person.
And just knowing what you want in a man. Like I always say, and I tell people, if you know me, you probably heard this story plenty of times. I was in an Uber, maybe like 3 years ago, and the Uber driver, we had a conversation. He was an older guy, he was talking. I don't know how we got on the topic, but we were just talking about, and I even said it today, the 3 P's that you look for in a man. And for me personally, that moved me. It moved me, and for me, it made me see things clear when it came to a man. You provide, you protect, and you profess. It made things seem so simple to me that you don't look at the material things. You're not looking at, you know what I'm saying, the sexual pleasures. You're not looking at those things, the things that you desire. You're looking at the main core of a person. Because when all hell breaks loose and all this is going, all you got is that soul, not that body. Because when that man and that woman leave here on this earth, all you got is that soul. That's the attachment that you have. And that's why it hurts when that person leaves this earth, because you've seen that soul physically in front of you, that the detachment, it hit different.
That do hit different.
So it's just like, those things to me, it made me just say, okay, this is what you look for. So when I started to move and started to deal with women, that's not working. That's not working. That ain't it. But him, he moved different.
Okay.
He got that in him. That's that one right there.
Mm-hmm.
So it make you want to challenge yourself. But you got to go through those motions and those stages in life, and you got to, keyword is want.
And also
you gotta
you have
want
to
that.
work. You have to put in the work. You know, you got to put in the work to work on yourself. And we'll say this 1,000 times. The only thing that has helped is our relationship with God.
Mm-hmm.
I would not be sitting here talking to you right now if I didn't have a relationship with God.
Mm-hmm.
I don't even move the same way. I don't think the same way. I don't treat people the same way. I just said something to my brother recently, maybe like 2 days ago. I can't remember, my days be all messed up because of these kids. But I was on the phone with him and he reminded me of something that I did. Like I was about to fight somebody or something like that. And I said, I'm not even that person anymore. I don't even have those feelings. I don't surround myself around people that bring me to that point.
Yeah, that circle, man. That circle.
You get under my skin, you gotta go. And that's just that, whether it be a man, family member, a so-called friend, whatever you want to call it. I don't do negative energy. I don't do negative energy because I'll go toe-to-toe with you with my negative energy, and that's not a good thing. So, I stay away from that. You know?
I want to grow from that. I don't want to, you know, and I say that I don't because I'll be lying if I said I didn't, but I don't want to be like that. Like I say, it's just, ladies, protect yourself, protect your soul,
energy.
Protect your energy,
your
love
space.
your body. You know what I'm saying? Worship your body. It's a temple. You know what I'm saying? Do not wash yourself up. That's the worst you could ever do. Off of lust and feelings. Learn yourself. Know yourself. Like I say, just love yourself. Like, that's what Queen Boss Corner is about.
Yes.
That's what Be Wellness Inspires about. Just loving yourself. That's what we promote. We don't want nothing but positive energy. Positive energy when it comes to women. Even men.
Women supporting women, even men, yes.
Like,
you guys are
that's
welcome
what it's
to.
about, you know what I'm
Everybody.
saying?
Human
She
beings
has-
in general.
Yes, like I said, she has, you know, her business. This is Queen Boss Corner is Shyra Johnson. This is my homegirl. Queen Boss Corner means a lot to her. She has a journal. She has jewelry. You still got the body butter.
I do got somebody.
She got lashes, you name it. You know what I'm saying? Now she got merch. She got a lot of things. She been on a journey for a long time, so it wasn't something that just came about. So you take the time, you go look at her merch. She even got a novel on Amazon. You know what I'm saying? So check out all of those merchandise that she has. Even Be Wellness and Spa, we still got the special still going on. And at this point, I don't run a special until I feel like I shouldn't run a special. You buy a service, you get a service for free. Like I said, everything we do is positive. Positive.
We want to help others, and also at the same time, just be inspired, be encouraged. You know, get to your purpose. And you know, even on our next show, we're going to talk about being purpose-driven. You know, and how important that is. But it's so you can get to your purpose. You keep God first. Do the work on yourself, and then allow God to be God and open doors with divine connections and all the other things that God has for you, so you can walk through those doors when you're ready. You know, it is, you know, everybody's a work in progress, and we will get there, but we can get there together. We can help each other, and that is what Queen Boss Corner is about. That is what Be Wellness Spa is about. That is just who we're about.
And we do that with transparency. You know,
that's it. We're not perfect.
This is not a novel. This is real deal.
This is real life. And it's not like, oh, I got here, but I ain't gonna tell you how I got here. No, sis, we can sit down and talk about how I got here. I can show you every step of the way. You know, it's all that weird ass energy, I don't do it. So that's not me at all. But yeah, so you can get our stuff. So merch is gonna be available soon on,
yes, it will.
On her stuff. So what's your Instagram and all
my
that?
My Instagram is Be Wellness and Spa. Like I said, this special is gonna run to my heart. Tells me, you know, to not, but it's all about self-awareness, self-wellness. I make sure that I'm treating my clients with the care that I want to give myself. So trust, you're gonna love it.
You're gonna love it, baby.
Very well relaxed, very warm, very seldom. We can have a therapy conversation if you want
We
to.
can do all of that.
But yes, please check out Boss Corner. We have another episode coming soon.
Yeah, we got another one coming
What
up.
we're gonna be talking about.
But being purpose driven.
Okay.
You know, get into your purpose, being driven by that. Yeah, so everybody tune in. It's Queen Boss Corner, the podcast on Instagram, Queen Boss Corner, the website. My book is on Amazon, Walking Into Your Divine Purpose. Definitely check that
Check
out.
out the journal.
I do have my journal on my website. Shout out to everybody that supports and gets my stuff. I love you. I appreciate you. And you are all queens. That's how I view each and every one of you. So I hope you feel that way every time you spend money. You know what I'm saying? Every time you read something that we post up or anything like that, like you're family to us. So we definitely appreciate the love, and we want you here next time.
Me too.
We love sitting here, just chilling on the couch.
It got a little, emotional today. But
It did, but this is real. This is what it is. This is real. This is real. Look, ain't no drinks involved, cause y'all on drinks. Yeah, ain't no drinks involved this time. I got a little margarita crazy,
natural.
but we still here. You know what I mean?
Pure, just natural energy.
That's it, natural energy. And thank you for tuning in.
Thank you guys.
We love you so much. We'll see you on the next episode. God bless.